This is Gamecenter Spotlight, a video series highlighting the unique, fascinating games that you can play at Gamecenter Arcade. In this first episode,
Quiz and Dragons, Capcom Quiz Game.
Quiz and Dragons is a 1992 quiz game developed and published by Capcom for the CP System 1 platform. In the game, the kingdom of Capconia is besieged by the warlock Gordian. Their treasured wisdom seed is stolen, and the land is laid waste by scores of demons, dragons, monsters, and wizards. As the Attract mode states, the monsters forced the citizens to answer very difficult questions. Those who could not answer correctly were promptly eaten. Anyway, the game tasks one or two players with selecting from four characters: the fighter, the wizard, the Amazon, and the ninja, and navigating 7 board game-style dungeons where each space leads to a monster battle. This style of game is called Sugoroku and can be seen in games like Itadaki Street, Momotaro Dentetsu, Mario Party, and more. Battles are framed as quizzes, with categories ranging from music to movies, sports to history, science, and more. Each playable character has unique attributes which give the player control over the variables of the quiz, from being able to select a category to enhancing the critical hit rate on correct answers. There's quite a lot of strategy for how you tackle the game's questions. Despite being developed by Capcom's team in Japan, Quiz and Dragons first released in North America in 1992, with a Japanese release coming 2 years later. The 1992 English localization features questions specifically relevant to that time and context, which can lead to some interesting situations for the modern player. The Japanese release features many unique categories, with questions from video games to anime and even some more adult topics. The Japanese release also adds more elaborate JRPG-style character growth systems, redrawn character portraits by Akiman of Street Fighter II fame, and unique enemy attributes. The Japanese release of Quiz and Dragons is perhaps most notable in retrospect for being the first title that legendary developer Hideaki Itsuno worked on after joining the company. Itsuno later helmed famous Capcom titles like
Power Stone,
Capcom versus SNK, Millennium Fight 2000.
and more before leaving the company in 2024. Quiz and Dragons even stands out among the games at Game Center for its controls. The cabinet lacks a lever, so each player only uses the 4 buttons and start. Come test your knowledge of 1970s sitcoms and early 80s sports trivia and see whether or not you can slay the warlock Gordian.